Fill my eyes with that double vision. No disguise for that double vision. Ooh. Wait. Double vision? Episode review? Double episode review? Clever segue? Cue the theme music.
The Lion Guard.
Episode review. Greetings, Kion Kitties and Fuli Finders alike. I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, and welcome to Lion Guard episode reviews here on Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. A lot of you guys are probably wondering why I decided to do a double episode review in one video rather than doing them as separate entities. Well, there's a good reason for that. That's because both of these episodes of the Lion Guard focus on one aspect in particular: the importance of family.
It's not really about the kids. My parents live across the street. That's right. And my brother lives with them. Now, not every family would go by on a conveyor belt for you, but mine would because...
Everybody loves Raven.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why today we're going to be taking a look at episodes 7 and 8 of the Lion Guard together, starting off with FULI'S new family. So the Guard has decided to start off this week's adventure by running with the buffaloes. Fuli uses her Forrest Gump speed to guide them on a safe path, which leads to a mishap ending up with Bunga being bitten by a non-G.I. Joe cobra.
Hey, Ushari, why did you do that?
He landed on my head, bestie. He's lucky I only bit him once.
He's got a point. Wonder if he left a mark.
Bunga! You don't understand! That snake, his bite is venomous!
You mean it did leave a mark?
I mean, his bite is poison!
Whoa. Well, that escalated rather quickly, didn't it? Even worse, it's managed to turn this adorable honey badger into an impressionist of Fey Ray. The Guard takes their snake-ridden friend to Rafiki, who informs Bunga that he has a special ability.
Bunga, honey badgers like you're immune to snake bites.
What? Immune?
What?
I thought I was a goner, but this is even worse. I'm immune! What's immune?
If you're immune to something, it can't hurt you.
Wait. The honey badger is immune to snake bites? And he was faking his illness for the past few minutes? What do you even say to that?
Are you kidding me? We were worried about you, and you were faking it? Not exactly. I should bite you myself.
Thank you, Cheetah Girl. Wait. Speaking of random references, apparently Fuli has become the Rachel Green of the group as everyone mentions they have dinner plans with their own families, but she's gonna go hunting alone. Oh god, call Mary Suze and get her an appointment! Naturally, everyone goes out of their way to include her in their supper activities. She joins Timon and Pumbaa and Bunga for a lovely insect buffet. More on that in the next episode we'll take a look at. Takes a fly look at Ono's pickings for eatings, and even joins Bestie for a swim. Not. She finally chooses to join the royal family for a hunt.
But if you're up for a hunt, you could hunt with me and my family. Hunting? With the royal family? Yeah! Thanks, Kion! Asante! Hakuna Matata. You in, Bunga? Nah, I'm gonna stay here and enjoy being immune. Okay, see you later. Bye, Bunga.
99 bounces is enough for me. Why don't you go play in a volcano?
Play in a volcano? That's a great idea!
No! It's a bad idea! I was kidding!
Seriously, kid, don't you know sarcasm when you hear it? While Bunga is off, most likely to enter a fiery demise, the lions and lionesses are off with Fuli, preparing to show off their best TMZ impersonations. Only this time, it's tasteful. Literally. Though we still have those lions modeled after the plastics for Mean Girls on the hunt, so unless you expect to pass off a high-in-fat candy bar as fat-free to them, don't expect a big dinner.
Ooh, Kiara's gonna be so impressed with how I hunt those gazelles. Just wait till she sees what a tracky tracker and pouncy bouncer I can be. Yeah, that ought to wow her. Ooh, Queen Nala's looking. Act all excited and hunterish. Growl.
So are you on drugs? And also, didn't we just go over dope last week? Well, in any case, Kiara and Fuli hunt alongside each other, but Queen Nala's positive daughter comment scared it away, and it turns out they were just in training for Kiara's first hunt. Well, I guess Kovu hasn't shown up yet. Makes sense. Who'd want to be around this much crazy? Speaking of crazy, it appears Bunga really needs to be working on his Peter Quill mixtape dance. This episode is so not full of action, even the villains have to be scratched in the back by their manservants. Bunga has made his way to the birdie boiler section of the Outlands, and Janja has the look of an audience member who watched the ending of 2001 and or the finale to Roseanne. No time for that, though. We need Diamond White to sing us a catchy song about individuality that is so cool, even other animals get caught up in it. If you get a chance to look at this song on YouTube, be sure to leave a comment down below to see if you're just as surprised as yours truly as to why this actress hasn't gotten a record deal yet. I don't even have a joke about that. Her voice is delightful. Time for the meetup of the Kingdom Keepers to figure out how to take down Maleficent. Actually, the guard is just discussing what's wrong with Fuli and what to do about this whole situation, which leads them to want to meet Fuli and tell her they'll stay out of her fur from now on. Oh, right, and Bunga could be better off. I think Janja's just pissed that his Shere Khan audition didn't go over so well.
I don't think you get it. We're gonna eat you.
You couldn't eat me if you tried. You know why? 'Cause I'm immune.
Just because snakes don't cause you discomfort does not mean you're invincible to everything. You utter bug-eating twat! Luckily, his echo is heard around the Valley of Chester Sea, so he has Fuli fly in and rescue him, leading to them ending up on a replica of Back to the Future the ride. Call Doc Brown with the 8-passenger DeLorean to bump them into the future! The guard shows up with a log to save them, and this leads to the most adorable hug in animal history since Ben Kingsley Panther was hugged by a red-clothed Neil Seddy.
That's a beautiful thing to say, Fuli.
You all want a hug, don't you? All right, this once.
Oh.
Yeah, you too.
You were right, little bee. She is really soft.
Told ya.
What else can you say, bud? Well, anyway, while I'm trying to recover from all this sweetness, you go ahead and watch this cute astrophy of an adorable little British girl speaking with a lion who has the voice of a man who has a very particular set of skills.
I knew it was you. The whole time I knew it. But the others didn't believe me.
And why would that stop you from coming to me?
If I'd come earlier, with everyone who died, could I have stopped that?
We can never know what would have happened, Lucy. But what will happen is another matter entirely.
And you'll help?
Of course. As will you.
Oh, I wish I was braver.
If you were any braver, you'd be a lioness. Now, I think your friends have slept long enough, don't you?
That's goodness. Back yet? Good. Let's start our search for UTAMU. Roll it! Turns out the buffaloes from the previous episode are safe and sound. Insert capital city song here. Only trouble is they appear to be near a geyser that I call Old Faithful, which is about to go off at any second. Luckily, Fuli is equipped with her famed Roadrunner capabilities. And to think, so many animals thought AOL would become a thing. But their work's not over yet, as monkeys are falling and Fuli has chosen to work her feet overtime. Wonder how she'd fare walking around a Disney park all day. Kion chooses to show his derpiest smirk as Bunga explains that it's time for the season of UTAMU, a rare grub that only comes out once a year in the land. They're kind of the Daniel Day-Lewises of the Pride Lands in that way, only less Oscar-worthy. And man, Fuli cannot catch a break!
Hey! Calm down!
I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Yeah, well, I can't help you get up the cliff if you kick me off it. Got it. Now, just one more push!
I'm out. You did it. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, apparently these episodes have another similarity. They're both fixated on the cheetah. How did I miss that?
Oh, sorry, I can't answer that for you, dude. This is not the help you're looking for. I sat back in silence as I drank it all in.
Of course this leads to a scolding from her boss for doing her assigned role, royal hypocrite. He tells her that the team needs to work together. Valid point, though it would have led to the fall of an innocent creature if they did that. But enough of that, it's UTAMU time! Except for Fuli, she needs a rest. She's the animal equivalent of the Flash, and Kion thinks she needs nap time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think you need a rest. If anything else happens, we'll need you at full strength.
I'm sorry, have we met? I'm Fuli. I'm always at full strength.
I mean it, Fuli.
Fine, I'll rest, but I won't like it.
Wouldn't expect you to.
I'd follow this man to the Outlands and back I would. Bungo leads his motley crew to a food source I don't think they'd even be interested in to start with, unless Kion got that bug-eating gene from his father, that is. They follow behind a trail of dung beetle mess which Bunga says will lead them to their holy grail. Meanwhile, that mama duck from Tom and Jerry finds Fuli and informs her that her clan is having trouble with oryxes, and leads her without the rest of the guard to assist. But in all fairness, they are attending to important matters, like the history of how a plucky badger would wind up in the care of a kind-hearted warthog, and a sarcastic meerkat. The flashback cloud shows us that Bunga never even met his own parents and was alone and had to fend and care for himself most of his younger days. That is until a miracle came in the shape of a pair of singing clowns humming about a song about animals that go down like sticky goo. I kid you not, that's how they put it.
UTAMU, UTAMU, good for you and yummy too, goes right down like squishy goo.
After he proved his worth by obtaining the rarest insects this side of the Serengeti, the animal equivalent of the odd couple decided he was a keeper, and now, as per tradition, it's his duty to retrieve these rare delicacies for his uncles.
My uncles love him, and I don't want to let him down.
Oh, little bee. That was beautiful.
You know, maybe I've been too hard on this little guy. I mean, sure, he can cause a man to groan every once in a while with his annoying catchphrases and all, but you know what? He does have his heart in the right place. In fact, he actually mentioned in the Return of the Roar movie that he knows he has a good heart inside, and you know what? He's really shown it. You know what, Bunga? You get a gold star from me, and 2 thumbs up as well. Unfortunately, the Beatles didn't share my sentiment and left stage right. Bricks! Fuli isn't having any luck as she's practically pooped and landed near the vulture singing the national anthem of vulturedom. Come on, no awful parody of the French national anthem tying in with the USDA. Idiots! I'm guessing they just couldn't afford the rights to Food Glorious Food.
All hail the vultures! Hail the vultures! All hail!
Oh, come on, Raven Foxes for the win! Unfortunately, it seems Cheetah may be back on their menu, if they don't mind a scent of utter exhaustion, that is. And even more unfortunately, the Badger Kid has only found a dead tree with no UTAMU present. Vulture rescue away!
Leave Fuli alone!
Did you really just make that reference? The roar's been performed and the cheetah is reformed. But Bunga has to return to his jungle uncles to report that he's come un-UTAMU-handed, only to get this news in return.
Yeah, Bunga. UTAMU grubs are great, but that's not why we celebrate.
Timon's right. We celebrate because the day we got the UTAMU was the day we met you.
Really?
Of course.
Besides, this year, we got the UTAMU.
What? But how?
Oh, you won't believe it. A branch full of UTAMU grubs fell right out of the sky.
I believe it.
Here's to the two best uncles a honey badger could ask for.
So there's FULI'S new family and the search for UTAMU. Which one fares better? Well, it's hard for me to say, but I'll try to layer it down as best I can. Both have good animation, voice acting, music and such, but surprisingly, I actually prefer the more intimacy of the UTAMU search episode. I mean, FULI'S new family does have that awesome song and that sweet ending, but it seemed more reliant on what happens if we put this character with these people. And Bunga's subplot made him look like more of a dingbat than usual, as he was willing to step into an inferno to test what he thought was pure invincibility. UTAMU is just more grounded. You get to learn a little bit more about Bunga, a character who I was quick to write off as being annoying comic relief, and his backstory, which is really identifiable and heartwarming. And a character who is taking the fast lane on the way learns sometimes in life you need to slow down and take a breather. Great moral and heartwarming messages make this one of my personal new favorites alongside Eye of the Beholder and Can't Wait to Be Queen. Man, who would have thought that Bunga would actually get a nice and heartfelt episode centered around of all the activities in the world, finding grubs to eat. Well, there's a first time for everything. Until next time, I'm Brandon the Bambi Man saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the Pride Lands and the movies. And I think I'm going to enjoy a nice insect dinner with Timon and Pumbaa. I mean, who knows? Maybe they could be good. Slimy? Yet satisfying.
This place is different than our own backyard. I hope we haven't gone too far. We're somewhere new and we haven't a clue. I just saw the butterfly turn blue. This is a strange and mysterious place. With lots of yummy buggies for us to chase. We're walking and we don't know where. It's a jungle out here. This place is really neat.
So are you on drugs? I've only now realized that I look like a whimpering puppy.